Okay, there we go. That we all use different strategies that work best for us individually when we're understanding a text. So, all of these different book club jobs that you get a chance to do will make you use a different type of skill each time. Okay? All right. So, today, what we're going to do is we're going to go over our book club, and I'll go ahead and mute everybody for now. Um, We'll go over our book club jobs in this order. So if you're the discussion director, you'll go first, and so on and so forth. And then at the end, if we have time, I've also come up with some questions that we can go over together and discuss. But I don't want to take away from the discussion director. So I'll save those for last if we have some extra time. All right, so let me pull up the site just to double check the schedule. And I can see easily, well, as soon as it comes up, who the
So
discussion.
I'm the discussion director.
Yay! So
That's me.
yeah, we have two of you today. So we have lots of different fun questions that we can discuss. So let me just tell the rest of the class what you should be doing. You should either verbalize your answers or you can type something into the chat. So, Tristan, would you like me to make you the presenter?
My questions I wrote down.
Oh, you just wrote them down. Okay, so
Right. Is that all right?
that's totally fine. I will type them so people who are visual can see them on their screen as you read them. So go ahead, Tristan.
Okay, so the first question is, why did Karana's father refuse to share the fish?
Anna's father refused to share what was that?
The fish.
Oh, the
Hi.
fish. Hi, Adam. Thanks for joining
Hi.
us. All right, guys. So make sure that you don't have any background noise. Lucas, I'm getting a little bit from you. But go ahead, guys. What do you think? Why do you think she refused, or her father refused to share the fish?
I think I know.
Okay.
Because the aleuts, they think that the aleuts might take all the fish.
Yep. The aleuts might take all of the fish. What kind of people were the aleuts?
Very greedy.
Yes, that's right. So they were greedy. Um, would you say that Karana's father didn't trust them?
Yes,
Yeah. Okay. So
because they really didn't know friendship.
exactly. So therefore, and then Emma just said in the chat because the last time the aleuts came, they did some really bad, evil things, right? So that's enough reason for me to not share fish with them. All right, Tristan, what is your next job or our next question? Sorry.
Well, when my real answer, like the answer that I was thinking of, is because in the book he specifically said he wanted to have enough for his tribe, so he wasn't greedy. He didn't want to sell it. He wanted to give it to his tribe or his people.
Yes. Yep, I agree with that too. He wanted to keep it for his own people. Good. Perfect.
Okay, so my next question is, why was Karana's father killed?
Okay. All right. What do you guys think? Why was Karana's father killed?
Well, I think I know why.
Okay. Well, and anybody can speak up or you can be typing into the chat, either way.
Because I think that Karana's father was killed because the aleuts didn't give them their part of the trade.
Okay.
So he asked for the trade for their part. So the aleuts just gave him a black chest with two bead necklaces.
Mm-hmm.
So he asked for three more chests of the same size. So, and like I said, the aleuts are very greedy, so
Right.
they killed him and
Yeah.
took everything.
Okay. They didn't. And they killed him. Okay. So it's hard for me to type and talk at the same time, but I'm trying. All right. So basically, they didn't follow through with their end of the trade. And so Karana's dad, he called him out on it and he said, look, where's the rest of, the other two trunks? And the Aleutians were like, yeah, we're not going to do that. And they killed him. So, and Emma just wrote into the chat, the Aleuts tried to leave without paying. And so they killed him. So instead of, dealing with it, well, they killed him. All right.
Okay. My last question is this book, answer number one, fiction, non-fiction, or realistic fiction?
Ooh. What do you guys think?
Historical fiction.
Ooh. It is historical. It's kind of a mix of a couple. And Claire is telling us it's realistic fiction. I believe that it's historical, realistic fiction.
So it can be both of them?
Yeah, it's kind of both. Yeah, it doesn't have to be just one or the other. It can be kind of a mix of all of those different types of fiction. Very cool. Pat yourself on the back, Tristan. That was really good. That got us thinking and talking.
Thanks.
Yeah. All right, Claire, turn on your microphone because you're also a discussion director and we'd like to hear your questions.
So my first question is, why did Captain Orlov,
Uh huh.
is that his name?
Yep.
Why did Captain Orlov come to the islands of the Blue Dolphins?
Oh. So, what do you guys think? Why was he there in the first place? Why was this Aleut captain there?
I might know. Or sorry, go ahead, Tristan.
Oh, thanks. I think it's because he thought like the Indian, well, like, are they Indians?
Yes, it's an Indian tribe. Uh huh.
Um, like he thought they were gullible, and he just thought he would get a lot out of them. And you can already see that, like the first page, he was introduced to the book. They were already saying that he wanted like 2/3 of the otter they hunted, and the Indians only got 1/3.
That's right. And Emma just kind of also typed that into the chat that he thought the Indian tribe was gullible and that he could just take anything that he wanted from them. It would be an easy battle. And he wanted to hunt and have a ton of sea otters for their pelts, basically. Okay. Any other thoughts
For
on
money.
why he came? I think that pretty much covers it. All right, Claire, what's your next question?
Oh, Emma just asked what does gullible mean.
Oh, gullible means that you believe whatever. You're easily persuaded. Yeah, so you're easily persuaded to do whatever somebody tells you to do. Okay, Claire, do you have another question for us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. My second question was, who was Captain Orlov?
Okay. So kind of a little easier type question. So who is he?
Captain Orlov is, well, he's a Russian, first of all, and he has a yellow beard, and he recruited the Aleut tribe from, well, they live close to Alaska, the Aleut tribe, so he recruited the Aleuts to work for him.
That's exactly right. Okay, so he's a captain. He's kind of an evil type of character from Russia. And he went and got these men called the Aleuts, which is also another type of Indian tribe up in Alaska. And he got them to work for him. Very good. All right. And it's okay. I mean, this is set in the past. I mean, don't take offense to that, Lucas. We have evil Americans too. I mean, it's just where he's from. All right. What's your next question, Claire?
This is my last question. Why was Piranha upset that the Aleuts were killing all of the otters and fish?
Okay. So basically, why did she care? Upset the root. We're killing all of the otter and fish. So why did she care that they were, killing off all this wildlife?
Because, she grew up with them. She was raised along with them.
She grew up with them.
Critical security update.
Felt like they were a family, maybe?
Yeah, because she'd always, clearly from what the book says, is that she'd always come by to the shoreline and watch them play.
Yeah. She always watched them play. Basically, what kind of person does that make Karana? Is she a sensitive type of person?
I think she just likes nature.
Yeah, that's good. And she definitely likes animals. All right. And Emma just added that she'd like to watch them play all of her life. So so that made them feel like they were part of her family. All right, great job, Claire. Thank you. Wow, look at all of this. Okay, so now we are going to move on to our quotable quoter. Let's see. Today's quotable quoter, we had Lucas and Emma were both quotable quoters. Emma actually emailed hers to me, but Lucas, are you ready? Do you have yours ready to go? Are you there?
Yes.
Okay, do you want me to make you the presenter?
I can just read mine out though.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah,
Okay.
if you just wrote it down, then that's not a big deal. Go for it.
Actually, I wrote it down online, but yeah. Anyway, I'll just read it. Just one second.
Sure.
Let me see. Here we go. Okay. My part was a funny part that I thought was kind
Okay.
of funny. The sea is smooth, Ramo said. It is flat. It is a flat stone without any scratches on page 2.
Oh, so why did you find that funny?
Well, because it's kind of funny to think about the water being a flat stone.
That's true.
It's
So
like it's
yeah,
different. It's like weird to think about.
it is, and so it's a good description, though I would think, because in my mind, it's a nice, calm type of body of water. Okay, very cool. And what else?
That's it.
Okay, well, I'm glad that you found at least one good part with us to
Oh,
share.
so you're supposed to get 2?
Yeah, but it's not a big deal. I mean, this is your first time, trying this. So maybe next time that you're quotable quoter, you can find another one. Not a big deal.
Okay, I'll do twice. 2 next time.
Okay. All right, we are going to make Emma the presenter now because she is also the quotable quoter, and she has it up on her screen to show us. So remember, the quotable quoter's job is to find parts that they thought were either funny or interesting or really good writing or very descriptive, whatever the case is. All right, Emma, you are ready to go.
Chapter 1 on page 7 is the first one. Thus, I was known as Wana Ali, which means the girl with the long black hair, though my secret name is Karana. I chose this passage because I thought it was interesting that she had a common name that she used openly and a name she kept secret so that it wouldn't become worn out and lose its magic, which is what
Ah,
the book
I think
says.
that's really interesting too. That's definitely a different way of thinking. It's kind of an old fable, to have to believe in magic at all is definitely, a little superstitious, a little different.
For chapter 2 on page 8, I chose our island is 2 leagues long and 1 league wide, and if you were standing on one of the hills that rise in the middle of it, You would think it looked like a fish, like a dolphin lying on its side, with its tail pointing toward the sunrise and its nose pointing at the sunset.
Yep. Okay, and its fibs making
And
reefs.
its fins making reefs and rocky ledges along the shore. Sorry.
Okay.
I chose this passage because Scotto described the island so well. I was able to picture the island. I also was not sure how big a league was. My parents helped me look it up, and originally a league was how far you could walk in a day, so it varied in size. Now it is used as a nautical term and is about 3 miles.
That is so interesting, Emma. Thank you. I'm sure a lot of people were wondering how long a league was.
Yeah, I had no idea. I didn't even know
Yeah,
what a league was.
right. It's a totally different way of
Chapter
measurement.
3, pages 14 and 15. From the cliff I could see the skin canoes starting here and there over the kelp beds, barely skimming the water, and the long spears flying like arrows. Or flying like arrows, sorry.
That's good.
I chose this passage because it shows how fast the otters were, but also how fast the hunters were.
Exactly.
For chapter
Yeah.
4, I chose on page 21. I do not know what happened first, whether it was my father who raised his hand against the hunter whose path he barred, whether it was the man who stepped forward with a bale of pelts on his back and shoved my father aside. That all happened so quickly that I could not tell one act from the other. But as I jumped to my feet and Ulop screamed, and other cries sounded along the cliff, I saw a figure lying on the rocks. It was my father, and blood was on his face. Slowly he got to his feet. I chose this passage because it shows that Karana's father stood up for his people and what was right, but that Captain Orlov and the Hoots were dishonest in trying to steal from the Galisats.
Mhm.
It also shows that fight was beginning and that life was going to be different for Karana and the Galisats.
Oh, see, that's very insightful, Emma. Thank you. What do you guys
Mm-hmm.
think? Do you agree with all of those?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think Emma, you did a really good job of picking out some parts that people might have been wondering about as well. Teaching us something new about the Aleuts, the Galasat tribe, and of course about that measurement called a league. So that was really good. Pat yourself on the back.
Thank you.
You definitely did more than two, and that is
Yeah.
fantastic. You went
For
above and beyond.
chapter 5, page 25, I chose, the council also chose a new chief to take my father's place. I chose this passage because it shows that changes had to happen in the tribe because of the Fang and Karana's father passing away.
That's right. Yeah, you definitely have pinpointed pretty much the most important parts. And what I really like about this too is that you did not forget to tell us why you chose each one of those quotes. So good job, Emma. Yay.
Thank you.
All
I
right.
thought about putting in what they chose the new chief was, but then I decided I wouldn't.
Well, I think you still did a really good job. You definitely went above and beyond. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's see who our summarizer was. We are at the summarizer job. So we had, oh, Grace Elizabeth, who's not with us. Well, you know what? I think it actually works out okay because Emma did a really good job kind of summarizing the most important parts. So I think we kind of already got a summary. Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. All right. How about the connector? Let's see. We had Micah, who is not here, and we had AJ. AJ, are you ready? You'll have to turn your microphone on. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and share some connections you made.
I have read a different book written by Scott O'Deal.
Oh, oh, you've read it. Okay. Okay. So, AJ read a book by the same author. And what do you notice about the similarities or differences between the two books?
Well, it's been a long time since I've read the other book.
Okay, well, it's still good though. He still is making a connection to the fact that he has read something from that author before. This author, Scott Odell, has a lot of great literature. So, and you can look that up. Okay. Any other connections, AJ?
No.
Okay, well, let's see. Let's go to the book club jobs. And it's okay. I mean, this is our first time around, but in the future, I think you need to make two connections. Yeah, two connections. Um, does anybody have one off the top of their head that they'd like to share? Okay, go ahead, Emma. Let me turn your microphone back on. There was some background noise. There you go.
I didn't have anything.
Oh, I guess
I have one.
I was reading the chat wrong. Go ahead.
I think that I can make a connection because when they were at the ocean and she was describing how beautiful the sea otters were and stuff, I could really make a connection to that because I've been to the ocean too, and it helped me learn about what she was describing.
That's
Remembering.
great. So you've definitely experienced the beauty of a similar place. That's great. Great connection. And Lucas, what about you?
I had a connection because I've seen lots of documentary about how the conquistadors and the Aztecs, how the conquistadors went to the Aztecs and they caused trouble in the Aztec cities.
Oh my goodness, that is a great connection. That's actually a connection to the world. Yeah, I'm sorry. I hear my husband walking upstairs, and I really want to ask him a question right now. But yeah, no, those were definitely two Indian tribes that were warring, and just kind of like these two in this book. So that's perfect. Good job, Lucas.
Thank you.
All right, Micah, did you have any connections to share with us? You can turn your microphone on.
No, I actually didn't.
All right, well, maybe you can have those ready for next time. Do you have your book yet, Micah?
No, not yet because my dad's still thinking about having to buy it
Well,
because of one.
and actually, at the end of book club today, I'm going to show you how to get the online version so you don't have to buy it. Unfortunately, I didn't learn about it until yesterday that we have access to an online library. But I also did send an email out about that as well. So you can get the book pretty easily. Okay?
Oh, okay, cool.
Cool. All right. So let's move on to our illustrators. All right, Adam. You're going
All
to,
right.
yay! You're going to probably have to turn on your webcam.
Okay, because I wrote it down right here.
Perfect.
So let me show it off onto the camera.
Okay.
Hello. Dang it. Hello.
Wow. Look at that. Very cool pictures. Keep holding it up, and then we can't really see the writing by the pictures.
Because it's backwards.
Well, yeah, and it's kind of small. So tell us what the pictures are.
Okay, well here we have the ship, which is where Russian Captain Orlov and his crew, the Aleuts, rode in.
Yeah. Perfect.
And then here we have the Aleuts' tent.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because they definitely slept in tents. It was, kind of in the past and definitely an Indian tribe.
Right. And then we have a picture of an otter, of course. Right there.
Very important part.
And they are hunted for money, their pelts at least.
Right.
And then here we just have Karana.
Oh,
You
great
can see that.
picture. Yeah, yeah, we can see it. It's a little small, but it's good. Thank you, Adam. What a fun
And
job.
there's
Okay.
still more.
Oh, the red sails. I missed that one. Sorry.
And also the all of this here.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'll read that. Russian Captain Orlov recruited the Aleuts near Alaska. If you didn't know that, they did live near Alaska.
Yep.
He brought them to California, which is where the Gallisat lived. So he brought them to California, they were his crew. They were his crew to hunt and trade for otter pelts. And then what I thought was interesting is that the character Karana believed that speaking their secret name would wear off their good luck. Then a battle broke out between the Gallisats and the Aleuts. Karana's father's secret name is Chief Chowing,
Mm-hmm.
and his just Indian name in particular is Chief of Gallisat.
That's right. All right, Adam. Are you done with that?
There's something I'd like to add,
Sure.
and if you didn't know, the island, if you didn't know, you may be wondering why did they call it the Island of the Blue Dolphin.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are wondering that.
Well, you see, the island is actually shaped as a dolphin.
That's right. Yeah, and Emma
And
had
plus, a
read
lot
a
of dolphins live there. So,
Yep, there's definitely two reasons. Because obviously a lot of dolphins live in the waters, but then it's shaped like it. If you were up in the sky looking down upon the island, like Emma read in that one passage, it is definitely shaped like a dolphin. Very cool. All right, yay! Let's see. Did we have any other illustrators today? Let me look. Going back to my schedule. I don't think so. And actually, nobody was the word wizard. Bummer. I know this isn't perfect. I'm going to have to try to make sure that everybody has a chance to do the jobs once. If you look at your own name and like I know Claire did this, if she noticed that she was going to be, I think the discussion director twice, and she didn't get to be the illustrator at all, email me if there's something that you see like that. Making schedules like this is kind of hard. All right. All right, friends. I want to show you what I was just talking about a couple minutes ago about our online um, library. So let me show you. And actually, I emailed everybody. So let me find the email that I sent you. What did I call it?
oh, Miss Bruns,
Uh huh.
I've been meaning to ask you something.
Sure.
Is that CCAPS testing or whatever it's called?
Uh huh.
Do we have to go up there?
Well, and yeah, you missed this very first part that I was going over. It is only one day, but I mean, even if you cannot attend, because it is kind of far away for you, Adam, you do need to RSVP and just select no, so that I know that you won't be there. Okay, so
Okay.
that's what it looks like.
Okay, just
Um,
asking.
yeah, no problem. Um, yeah, so fourth graders, you would be on Tuesday, and fifth graders, you would be coming on Wednesday. So, all right, so let me show you this. This is really cool. And check your email if you haven't read it already. But anyway, so we have access to an online library. So let me just show you what it looks like. And I'll sign in as myself, but when you get there, you're going to sign in with your normal username and password. So whatever it is that you log into school with. Okay.
I visited that site
Did you?
yesterday,
Good.
in fact.
And don't worry, Tristan, I'll tell you what pages you have to do next. Let me just show everybody, especially someone like Micah who hasn't had the book yet, where they can go to find it. Okay, so it'll log you in, and then you can go and you can search by subject, you can search by collection. Or in this case, if you're searching for a specific book and you want to just look up the title, you could just type it in Dolphins. And there it is. So you would click on it. And I'm sorry I didn't know about this until yesterday, but whatever. We know for the future. And there's a ton of books. I mean, you can check out as many as you like. But you would just click on borrow. And then, depending on if you wanted to download it to your iPad or to your computer, you would just. And it's,
Hold on, Miss Bruns.
oh, sorry, I'm going to mute everybody. There's some background noise. So you would just select which format you wanted to download it, like to your Kindle, or if you just wanted to have it as an Adobe. Basically, that's just pages. And so if you wanted to do it just on your computer, you would select that option. All right. So Micah, type a happy face in the chat if you think you can handle that and check out the book. Yay. Okay. All right. So let's go back to Tristan's question about what do you need to do for next time? You actually have quite a bit of time because, like I said, we don't have virtual classrooms next week because of CMAS testing. So you have until Monday, April 28th. So that's a little over a week away. Read the chapters assigned. For you guys, it's only chapters 6 through 10. And then complete your next job. So you would go back to your chart and just take a look at what you need to have done by April 28th. So let me just turn your microphones on and ask if there's any questions.
Sorry, I have a little bit background noise, so I'll go ahead and mute myself.
Okay. Cool.
Sorry, what was Bruns? What was the question?
I just said, do you have any questions on what needs to be done for the 28th?
Yes.
Okay.
What chapters would you need to read?
Can you see my screen here? It's chapters 6.
Oh, yeah, 6 to 10.
Yeah. And I mean, you can always go a little bit farther if you want, but that's what's required. Okay?
Right, just for the extra credit.
Right, just to get a little head start if you want. And another thing I would like you guys to think about, I'm not going to make you do this now, but if you want to just like understand a little bit more about the book and get your mind thinking, all of these questions that I had typed in here are good thinking questions. So if you open up today's if you open up today's agenda, you can go back to these questions and just kind of think about them. You don't have to write them down anywhere or turn them in, but they will kind of guide your thinking.
Miss
All right.
Bruns?
Yes.
Are we all going to, or how many people are going to have the same job next time?
Let's just see. Connector, illustrator, connector, word wizard, illustrator, discussion director. We don't have a summarizer for next time, so I need to go and fix that schedule right now. And actually, I think I'll make Grace Elizabeth the summarizer since she wasn't here today. So I'll take her off that job and make her the summarizer so that all jobs get represented. Okay?
Okay.
All right, cool. All right, friends, I'm going to go ahead and turn this off so I can stop the recording so that it's separate from the next group.
Bye.
But yes, check your email. Have a great day and a great weekend.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.